Hey there, knife fans. We're going down the Ganzo road again. Yes, we are. These Ganzo knives are just such a great bargain. Whether you want to call them Firebird, made by Ganzo, and designed by Firebird, that's fine. This model is the F. Since it's Firebird, it's an F, not a G for Ganzo. F for Firebird. F7562-CF. Carbon fiber. Blued hardware. Nice jimping here. Open design. Couple of standoffs here. In this case, no lanyard hole, but tip up, right and left hand carry options. How do we do this? We do it like that. That's how we do it. Does this remind you of some other design? Yeah, it does. Looks a lot like the 940. Looks like an Osborne design. But wow, I mean, with the piston lock, it's easy to open and close. This one just came out really. Some of them are a little stiff, take time to break in. This one just came out of the box really, really nice. Really easy to use. So, I mean, you can use the thumb studs if you want, and they work well, and they're positioned well on this knife as well. So you can get to them. I know it looks like it's close to the scale, but for some reason, and I've had some that were close to the scale and had difficulty, and it's not milled away here, which you would think maybe a lot of people would do or you'd think about, but really it's above grade there to where you can get it. And it opens so easily that it's just really easy. So it's not a problem. I don't think I'd want to mill any of this part away for access to that anyhow. I think it would impede from the design to a degree. You know, you got the blue hardware. You got multiple screws here holding this thing steady, so it's not going to go back and forth on you. Same on this side, 3 holes. If you want to move it. You got the blued. You got ambidextrous thumb studs. You got good blade stock on here. 440C steel. Nice and sharp. How sharp? I'll show you how sharp. Hopefully it's sharp enough to cut paper. Oh yeah, and it does. It does. Really good. Okay, so stonewash. Made by Ganzo. 440C F756. And you know, some people are just a little sensitive to too much riding on a blade. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Sometimes less is more for me too. I get it. But if they do it, it's not so bold, is it? That it's really sticking out too bad. Kind of disappears in the stonewash, especially in my lighting. You get it at the right angle. You can read it actually. But no, it's good. And it's a little bit bigger, I think, than the 940 that it emulates. And I think that's one thing another YouTuber was saying. You're talking about 9 centimeter blade. So it's 3 5/8. It's over 3.5. And 8 1/4 overall, 21 centimeters. Okay. Bingo, bingo. What do we got for, yeah, it's a 1/2 inch right on the dot. And that turns out to be a 1/2 inch again. And 12.6 millimeters. Oh, well, how about blade stock? Let's check that out. Yeah, a little over 3. So it's probably a 0.1, almost 1/8 inch. Yeah, close enough. 0.125 would be an 1/8 if I grabbed it somewhere else. It's close. It's really close. Nice. The fit and finish is really good on this. And if you can see through there, you see the skeletonized scales for weight reduction. So, how heavy is it? Well, let's find out. Why not? There we go. 4.4 ounces. Hey, I forgot to do this on my last review. $7.29, right? 4 ounces. Ooh, baby. Oh, that's a lot lighter. 4.4. 'Tis a puzzlement. 4.3 3. Well, they're 3/10 of an ounce from each other. Oh, in grams, that would be, in dog years, it's 123 grams. So 4.3, fairly light, a little over 3.5-inch blade, so good sized blade. Very usable grind. It's kind of a modified sheep's foot, can we say? Grind looks pretty symmetrical from what I can see. Yeah. Pretty close. Pretty close. Maybe not quite perfect, but it's pretty close. You got jimping here, which is very usable. So you got a little bit of traction here. But if you want a lot of traction, they make these in G10. So you can go down that road. I like the stonewash. It's not too overly reflective. And for a working blade, you know, maybe you could argue satin maybe should have been the finish for something with a carbon fiber G10 laminate. And I noticed on this, did you notice that? Just right there, there's a little dank. I like this so much, and I was so upset when I got my Firebird knives. They were all black blades, and I go, I'm gonna get a satin blade. And so one of my viewers said, check Gearbest, they've got them if you want one. So I was so like emphatic that I'm gonna get one. I got 3 of them. And now I have no idea what I'm going to do with all 3. I wanted one for my own little, you know, stash. Now I got 2 more I kind of might have got a little enthusiastic about. In any case, they'll be in an upcoming knife sale. Nice. I really like it. I do like the arc locks. I like the piston locks. These are so usable. The value for the dollar, I just think is outstanding. They don't feel like a cheap knife. I mean, I don't know how much I can say that about the Ganzo Firebird line, but they don't feel like a cheap knife. They're inexpensive. They're budget oriented because, you know, if you're on a budget, this is a great knife. And you know what? If you're not on a budget, I've got some knives that cost hundreds of dollars. It's still one of those knives you just slide in your pocket because you're not going to worry about it, but it'll perform. It's 440C steel. I mean, it's kind of like an AUS-8 equivalent in my book. It just performs so well. It takes a great edge. It's so usable. Used to be the bomb 35 years ago, 440. But hey, I got a whole set of knives in the kitchen that are 440. I've had for 20 years. So there you go. Yes. But yes, it's light, it's easy to carry, it's over 3.5 inches, so it's not a tiny knife, but it's slender like this, not very tall. Not very tall. See that? Just 1 3/8 total. Very easy to slide in the pocket, you wouldn't even know it's there. Under 4.5 ounces. I'm always so amazed. Ambidextrous thumb studs, blue hardware. I don't know where you stop. I mean, it just keeps going. Fit and finish is just incredible. And there's no sharp edges here. Well thought out. Of course, I love the design. Yeah, I recognize it from somewhere else. But what a value for the dollar. And I'm sure they're shaking some people up. I'm sure they are. I get it. But wow, what a bargain for people who really want a good quality knife they can appreciate and just don't have a lot of money. Or somebody who wants a carry-around knife that they don't have a lot of money in and they don't have to worry about. That's my road. Thanks, guys. Hey, I appreciate you joining me. If you like my channel or what I'm doing, subscribe. If you don't like what I'm doing, don't subscribe. And don't complain. Hey, you can complain all you want. I don't care. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but maybe I'm your cup of tea. And this is definitely my cup of tea. Yeah, I'm liking this really well. Thanks, guys. You know what we do around here? Yes, we do. We love them knives.